Yeah, that's wide receiver Makai Lemon and the wide receiver from USC. There's not a lot of players in this draft that I said I love, but Makai Lemon is one of them. There's not many. I'm going to say that about as we go along. I think he's just such an intelligent player, um, who's got really good technique. He understands leverage at the line better than some NFL players do at the moment. Watch him work the corners out of position. You know how he forces them into position and then breaks off another direction. He's really technical at that. He's got really good hands. Quarterbacks trust him in traffic because of that. He's only 5 feet 11, but when he has to jump ball, he is way better than 5 feet 11 suggests, and he's able to rip it away from taller defenders. Once he gets rolling, he's really good with his cuts. He's able to stack corners and break away from them well. He finds soft spots in zone really well. He just shows up in the right windows. His footwork is really good, particularly dragging his feet on the outside. His ball tracking is up there with the best in this class as well. He also blocks well, and he's got a bit of intent with it, particularly for a slot guy. We've seen these kind of crafty receivers do really well in the last couple of years, get large volumes from the teams, create a lot of yards, and I think he fits that mold. I think he's just so intelligent. He makes himself available, and he might not be the most spectacular player that you ever see in your life. He's not going to absolutely obliterate people with his speed. Um, he's competitive but not dynamic after the catch. But I just think he's so intelligent. He's going to rack up huge amounts of yards and receptions because of that. And that was what sold it for me.
Yeah, I really like Makai Lemon as well. He's the type of receiver going in that you think, I really, really want to like you. This is the type receiver that I normally go for. I came away every game I watched. I came away going, if you were only a little bit more explosive, if you had that little bit more
Yeah, I get that.
suddenness, I would be all over you like a rash. That you are the player that I want to fall in love with. But every time I just wanted more from the speed, I wanted more from the acceleration, and so that's why I put him at two. It wasn't close. I had Tate as the clear number one,
Yeah, fair.
but I really I just wanted more from Lemon. But that doesn't take away from what he's able to do in terms of his accelerator. He turns what would be covered for a normal receiver into a late open window because of how he can stem his tempos through his routes and then bursts out of his breaks, especially in zone. If you can't continue playing zone against this guy because he will find space every single time. He has elite feel and he finds grass fast, settles with purpose within his routes and his stems, and then explodes after the catch, but isn't necessarily whether he's a slot option, but he's not going to be one of those explosive yak guys like we were speaking about with Casey Concepcion before. And I don't think he's particularly a bully ball X receiver, so you are going to be limited in terms of what you can do with him. But I think if you get him in the slot, then you'll certainly be able to create opportunities for him because he understands how to stem defenders, and he's almost anticipates and is aware of what they were going to do before they do. Say he does that. He's not static within his routes as well. That he drifts with intent when needed to stay friendly for the quarterback, maintaining that separation. And as I said before, finds those soft spots early and accelerates once he's got the ball secured. Separation. Wins cleanly with his routes and his timing, his position, whether that's with his pivots and crosses, and creates throwing windows without needing that elite speed. But he is wide open on so many plays because of how cleanly and smoothly he gets through his breaks. I would have liked a little bit more juice, I will be completely honest. And I do think he's not necessarily as versatile as some others in this class. He's not that traditional X. He is going to be predominantly a slot option, but I don't think that means you have to use him in isolation. And his value certainly spikes when you're pairing with a coordinator who's going to move him around and park him in one-on-ones where he can just exploit space. There's a lot to like about Lemon. Over 1,156 receiving yards and 79 receptions. Only 2 drops on the season. Continuing to improve. A lot to like. If you get him in motion, get him in stacks, you're going to get a really good player in Makai Lemon. As I said before with Jordan Tyson, I would happily take these guys in the top 15. I just wanted a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm not comparing them as players at all, but I can see him being in his rookie year like a Puka Nakua, just getting thrown a
Mm.
million balls. He's going to have so many receptions, because of that ability to find himself open.